ありがとう。
Hey, what's going on, Donuts? Say if I finally got to sit down and get her going, that's what's up, man. So you jump right into 2? What traveler did you pick to be your first guy or first dude or whatever? First game, that's what's up. I definitely think the first game's worth playing. You know, I've been pretty smitten with this one, but just because, if anything, I think, playing the first one, if anything, will make you appreciate the little, tweaks and differences. They're definitely both incredible in their own way. Yeah, it's really cool, how much they, tweak and, altered the skill sets for every job, even though, they have, the similar base jobs and everything, Primrose had pretty cool. I mean, they all had pretty cool stories, but Primrose is pretty cool. That's definitely one thing I think each time. Next time I play Octopath Traveler, the first one, whatever, I definitely need to have Primrose or Ophelia or maybe both on my squad A. Because both times I did end up having them on my squad A, and I think the whole following, guiding, alluring mechanic so fucking sweet, As much as I monster catching shit in any game, and I've always been super smitten, and that's the shit that usually gets me going. I love how fleshed out the whole especially because one of my favorite parts of the game is inquiring on the people and figuring out their backstory and stuff. So usually when you can figure out when someone's a good follower just by you read their backstory. It says they're some badass or something. It's oh shit, let's get them on the fucking squad, Yeah, here we go. Steve and Chef find themselves in Cropdale once more. They decide to check on Wooly Oli, the door they encountered during their last visit, but realize that something is amiss in the woods. Huh?
そういえばここお肉の屋台があったわよね。なくなってる。古くなったお肉を何とかしようと苦戦してたけど。
まあいいよ。あれまずかったしな。
欲しかったら。
Ammo shed.
そういやさ、ウリウリ君は元気かな。
あの子傷を負っていたものね。ちゃんと良くなったか確かめたいわ。
会いたいな。行ってみっか。
They only fought her first boss. Yeah, I remember honestly, she probably got one of the better chapter ones. I really felt like her story really hits the ground running. It's a little dark, it's a little heavy, but I thought it was really good. And yeah, right off the bat, the first boss just feels so good to give, that one motherfucker the comeuppance, give him what he owes. Let's go see Wooly Oli. Second boss just looks better outright, visually. Not that the first, yeah, for sure. I mean, they definitely, build up and curve up and get, the first chapters are all kind of like the tutorial chapters, more or less. you know, for every character. You know, they're good and they, you know, they're good starts to their stories. But yeah, as far as like actual like engaging boss fights, you know, they're not gonna, the game's not gonna show its things too much on the first chapters or whatever. This looks better, Aura. I mean, one thing, I'm pretty sure on my, like, the stream honestly doesn't even do it justice because it's in, like, 720p, which is honestly, I think, the same resolution that, like, it plays on in the Switch. I don't know, there's, like, God, you know, I don't know, you look up a YouTube video or something, but, like, yeah, God, I totally, because, you know, it took me a couple days to, like, I ended up having to, like, Google it, what the resolution was on the Switch version or whatever. It was like, yeah, it's totally, because, like, this shit's in, like, 4K, and, you know. It's like, I think the Switch one may have had, like, a little bit of an input delay. Not that it really matters with this kind of game. But, yeah, even like, besides the visual fidelity or the, you know, just raw, like, resolution fidelity, like, even just in our artistic direction sense, like, they went crazy on the towns. The big things that I'd say, like, presentation-wise, like, this game, the second one compared to the first one, that they really cranked up to 11, is, yeah, the towns are just fucking crazy, you know, they even went, like, harder with the lighting, you know, because there's, like, a day-night system. And then, like, the animations, not just, like, the player animations, but, like, the fact that the enemies have animations in this one. Like, in the first one, the enemies don't even, like, have, like, attack animations or anything, you know? It's just, like, it's a little, I mean, it's something I didn't even, like, notice, because, you know, it looks so sharp and it was so odd, but yeah, the attack animations are fucking sick. But there's a lot of cool, like, quality life stuff and tweaks. You know, which is what you want out of the sequel. And I'm a big fan of how it has, like, the autoplay or whatever for the dialogue. You just, like, press L1 twice and it just, like, continues on to the next text box automatically after, like, the voice is done. Definitely has, like, a better flow.
森がいなくなったみたいだ。不気味。何が起きてるのかしら。慎重に進みましょう。おしった。
But, you know, one thing I definitely feel like I didn't even, like, notice till, like, a couple sessions ago. Like, I feel like they did a lot of good things, you know, changing, like, you know, the counter, you know, the, you know, like, Partitio compared to, like, Tressa, or, you know, Cyrus compared to Oswald, you know, just, like, not only is, like, you know, mechanically did they change, like, the skills and stuff and add tweaks in that regard, but, like, not only is, like, you know, their motive and, like, you know, the whole tone just, like, kind of completely different in each one. They also, like, definitely made it a point, like, each one kind of, like, starts off in, like, a different kind of area, which is cool. Like, you know, like, Partitio's, like, you know, and, like, the, you know, fucking Gold Rush, fucking Old West kind of shit, you know, while Tressa was, like, you know, in the seaside town. Akari the warrior's, like, in the desert, you know. Where that was, like, Primrose's thing, where, like, the dancer in this is, like, in the forest, you know. They definitely, like, did a good job, like, switching up just the general setting, too, which definitely helps with the vibe. It also feels like, you know, I feel like a lot of, like, Octopath 1's, like, stories revolve, like, character arcs and development kind of revolve around, like, destiny and, like, purpose, where this one, it's, like, definitely a lot more, like, a battle of ideas, you know, it's all about, like, battling for your ideals and what's right. But, you know, they certainly have a bit of, like, you know, you could say they have a bit of that in 2 and a bit of that in 1 as well. But, you know, it definitely seems like the general
なんだあれ。
focus or direction of things in, like, a storytelling aspect.
匂いがなんもない。
真っ黒。あそこだけ夜に。
Yeah, this is kind of trippy. What's going on here? Got some Princess Mononoke shit.
どうしたキャスティ？
大丈夫。ちょっとめまいがしただけ。
無理すんなおふくろ。ここは任しといて。あいつを追っ払ってやる。だから行くよ。
That's cool, you know, start with Prima. Who you thinking about scooping up, much prefer the... I mean, I really dig the Japanese voices as well. I definitely prefer the Japanese voices with these kind of games, you know? I do remember when I played Octopath for the first time, you know, Octopath 1, I think I played it in English, and I don't remember hating the voices. But one thing definitely, not only, you know, does it flow better with the autoplay in this, I feel like the translation... They just did a better job in Octopath 2 with, like, the general, like, the English, like, text dialogue fitting, like, you know, the same, like, I felt like in Octopath 1 there was a lot of instances where, like, you know, the English dialogue would be short, but then the character would, like, ramble on a bit, or, like... the character would, like, only say a little bit, and then, like, they'd have, like, a bunch of, like, text. But I feel like in this one, the text fits, like, the amount of, like, voice work. I guess, I mean, I don't know. I don't think maybe there is, and I just never hit it. It's certainly possible. I don't think there's an autoplay, because it's one of the things that I instantly took a liking to in this. I know in this you just, like, press L1 twice during the, you know, when, like, a cutscene's going on. And, like, the voice acting and shit. And I do feel like there's more voice acting in general in this game. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I love the voice acting, you know, I agree. The Japanese, you know, there wasn't one time during playing Octopath 1 where I was like, oh, man, you know. This voice act, you know, this presentation. Like, I wouldn't even notice, like, the little differences if I wasn't, like, playing this one immediately after. Yeah, that happened to me a bunch in, like, Octopath 1. And I felt like I got a couple sessions in this one, even before I noticed there was an autoplay. And I feel like I didn't have that problem as much, because I felt like the English translation, like, it just, like, yeah. Like I said, I tried to explain it a second ago. Just, like, the general... size or, like, wholeness of it, just, like, you know. I can't say, you know, I don't speak Japanese, I can't say if, like, the actual translation was better, but I just know, like, it fit with the speed, it fits, like, with the speed of me reading it better. Where it felt like maybe Octopath 1, they leaned more harder to, like, you know... actually, like, translating it, like, correctly, where in this they're, like, more worried about the flow of it. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But it does feel like maybe they, like, you know, kind of worked on them side by side a bit more, I guess. Oh, here we go. We gotta provoke this thing. Kind of weird. It's like some fucking spirit arm.
気をつけろ、オシット。言葉が通じないし、匂いもしない。
Yeah, like here's just a regular dial, like it doesn't have the autoplay going on. But even like now, I feel like, I don't know, it just fits better than I remember Octopath 1 fitting. But it's one of those things, yeah, I never even like, yeah, it didn't feel like that much of a problem until I was like, oh man, they totally made it better in this. 心配ないな。いつものお前だ。 But even so, like, yeah, the autoplays are great, because I feel like the autoplay, it stops, like, or it, like, goes to the next dialogue immediately after the voice. Like, it just, it's way more natural than I feel like, when I was playing Octopath 1, I'd be like spending like, you know, mental real estate instead of focusing on the story, like, you know, trying to like press like, you know, the confirm button at the right moment to make it like, you know, flow more naturally or whatever. Oh jeez, what are we doing with this thing? I don't like this music. It'd be making me uneasy. Oh damn, the speed up though. And there's definitely some skills and like stuff from Octopath 1 that like were some of my favorites. Like I don't even blame them for taking out, or like maybe they like have them on some different jobs or something, or some different things in this game. I just haven't found them yet. But like, there's definitely some things about Octopath 1 that I like miss. That I even want to like talk about, because yeah, you're playing, yeah, you'll discover on your own and stuff. But like, there's definitely some things about Octopath 1 that I'd definitely be looking back fondly of. Definitely one of those things, you know. If anything, I'd say the games definitely be complementing each other, if anything. Definitely has me excited for Octopath 3 through 8. I really hope they make 8 of these fucking games. I swear to God, I'll play every one of them. Can't wait. Damn, you know, gotta keep going with, maybe a colleague can find a different way to this. Alright. Probably the move. Yeah, this music totally reminds me of like the ball fights a little bit from like Bravely Second. Not quite as bombastic, but like kind of how it makes me feel unsettled. Oh yeah, that's ring a bell. My bad. I thought you. That's why I mentioned the Bravely Default games, because ring a bell is like probably one of the coolest characters in any JRPG ever. He's from Bravely Default, and that's actually I don't know if you know about the Bravely Default games. They're made by Team Asano. They're like the games that the dudes who made Octopath Traveler made before they made Octopath Traveler. It's like this like subsidiary of you know, Square Enix. Pretty similar games, honestly. They're definitely like, it's more traditional, but one of the things that like, I don't know, I can't talk too much about it without spoiling, but it's definitely one of those games where it like seems like it's super by the books and like cliche and stuff, but then it kind of like takes your expectations and like grabs it by the horns in like the best kind of way. But you know, it's a very similar, you know, it's a job system JRPG. But it's definitely like more like hard Final Fantasy V, where this is like Final Fantasy V and 6. And it has like, you know, the Braven default system. Like, you know the whole point system? How you like build up the points and then you can spend the points to do multiple actions? That all comes from that's like kind of the main system from Bravely Default. One of the things that's cool about it is you can like, braving is spending the points to do extra actions, but when you default, you know, like when you defend, you default, and it gives you an extra point as well as defending. It's pretty sick. But it doesn't have like one of the big differences between, you know, this and the or that Bravely Default and the Octopath Traveler is doesn't have like you know, the weakness break system. Which is pretty fun. Definitely makes it a bit more puzzly. No, yeah, Bravely Default and Bravely Second are like, I definitely consider them like pretty must-play JRPGs. They definitely sit at the same lunch table as Octopath. Basically, their daddy.
トルーソーの雨と同じ症状なら薬の残りを使えるわ。ボシュッと水をお願い。
オッケー、おふくろ。
Yeah, this is like some Princess Mononoke
必ず
shit.
助けるわ。ウリ
Old
ウリ
Lily Oli's getting eaten up by the shadow plague.
これで大丈夫。じっとしていれば治るはずよ。
ありがとうだってさ。ウリウリ君をやったのは影みたいなやつか？自分が盾となってあの影から獣たちを逃がした。あの影、次は必ず倒してやる。
勇ましいのね、ウリウリ。
Same shadow shit Oshet was dealing with.
でも
at
無
the
茶
end
は
of
い
her
けないわ。
story.
あの影は得体が知れない。
うんうん、ここは私らに任せとけ。
森の奥へ向かったわ。追いかけましょう。
Yeah, it's cool. I definitely like. I just got done in the last session finishing, my last, my final chapter of the Squad A. One thing that was like really cool and surprising about this game, I wasn't expecting it to have. Super pleasantly surprised. I have like these. Like the characters have their own like chapters and stories in this, and this one it's like certain characters have like combined stories. So it's like the hunter and the apothecary that kind of had one at like level of, it seems like. So I imagine there's probably 4 like combined stories for the 8 characters. That makes sense. Like. But each of them have, like, an early game chapter 1 and then, like, a late game chapter 2. So, this is pretty cool. Oh, yeah. A little combined story thing. Definitely a nice touch. Definitely a good way to like kind of interconnect to the characters a bit more without like. This is one of the things I was like afraid they were gonna do with Octopath 2 was like interconnect the stories like too hard. Because I think one of the things that makes Octopath special is how much it focuses on each individual character compared to other, JRPGs or whatever.
先が見えない。
先生、キャスティ先生。
Oh jeez.
苦しい。苦しいよ。止まらなく痛えんだ。頼む。俺のこと一緒。
先生、うちの人はどうして
This is a shot right here.
どうして助けてくれなかったのよ、キャスティ先生。あんたが殺したんじゃないの？ねえ、あの人を返してよ。返しなさいよ。
旅人、ここには何もない。眩しきものは何もない。
眩しきもの。そうね。いくつもなくしてきたわ。最善は尽くしたの。いつだって。だけど命は常に止められず。 この手をすり抜けてごめんなさい。
ここは心地よいぞ。お前もこっちに来い。
キャスティ、
That doesn't seem good.
誰？
キャステ
Nice.
ィーうっす。大丈夫だったか？
Shonen friendship shit.
おしっ
Fuck
と
yeah.
どうしてここに？
キャスティの匂いをたどってきたんだ。ちぃ、またまずそうなやつか。
お前は誰だ。やめろ。眩しい。俺は心の闇見えないだと。
食えねえものは狩らないんだけど、キャスティを守るためなら一丁やるか。
ちょっと待ちなさい。守られてばかりいられない。私も戦うわ。
そう来なくちゃね。
さあ行くわよ、おしっと。やるしかない。
Yeah, they did this with the board file. This looks sick.
よっしゃ
But I think it would have been cool if they would have made these like, if they would have made and balanced these fights, you know, since they're like just supposed to be the two characters in the story. It would have been interesting if they like made and balanced some fights and like forced you to only go at it with the two like people, that it was just their story. Anyway, I'm sorry. I feel like I've heard most people express the opposite opinion, that they wish they could. Yeah, you know, I totally get that, and you know, I feel like I had the same opinion when I first played the game in 2018, because it's one of those things, like, you know, it's hard to play something, you know, that's so, like, evocative of, like, you know, that traditional shit, and, you know, you just want to compare it and, like, make it, like, be more, like, whatever in some ways. But I think, you know, especially after playing, you know, like I said, this past year, I played through, like, all the goddamn Final Fantasy, you know, and some. And, like, definitely after replaying the games, it's like, you know, my opinion, I think there's a million games that do that. You know, there's a million great, like, maybe not a million, but, you know, there's so many great JRPGs that, like, have a big epic adventure with a big intertwined story where, like, you know, all the characters are this motley crew and it's all connected and it's this big, like, playable interactive anime. And, you know, even this is that to an extent, but I think with the way it's designed and structured and executed, I think doing that would just, like, take away with what, like, you know, really makes this special. You know, it's like, in the traditional, like, kind of, you know, character-centric, like, you know, JRPG kind of thing, you know, I feel like there's a better term for it than just calling it character-centric, but you know what I mean. You know, you have, like, it's more focused on the world and the story, and then maybe late game you'll have, like, you know, one side quest for each character that lets you, like, tie off their little, like, development and arc in a nice little bow or ribbon. But what Octopath does is it, like, it's a whole game basically based around, like, 8 of those. You know, epic, like, completely focused, like, you know, spotlighted stories, you know. It doesn't have that, like, you know, there's so many awesome characters and, like, you know, awesome games where it's like, oh man, imagine if they just had a little bit more spotlight, you know. But, like, the way it's, like, structured and focused, I really think, and yeah, I'm telling you, if you want a game like that, yeah, play Bravely Default, because it's Octopath, but, like, you know, it's that. You know. There's a bunch of awesome games like that, but yeah, I do think with I do think that is what makes Octopath Octopath, and I'm glad they did. Like, I was definitely like worried about it being a little case of emergent game design or whatever. And like they were gonna like steer too hard to the right because, you know, everyone and their brother was saying it'd be better that way or whatever, you know. Then the fucking racetrack they built was made for turning left. Or the foundation of it or whatever, you know. You know, we never did figure out what this thorough appraisal does. I mean, I guess now's as good a time to check it out as any.
力貸してくれ、おやっさん。いいだろう、パルテティオ。さあ、商談だ。
どうしようかしら。
That's actually kind of sick. Analyze and debuff? I mean, it's not bad. I kind of prefer to figure out the weaknesses myself, but something. Honestly, it's probably for the best. But, okay. Just ice, though. Let me see if this dude's weak to axe or dagger, maybe?
Life Steal Dagger!
But I do think what they did in Octopath 2, and this is the only late game combined character story I've experienced. But, you know, I think the concept's really solid. It seems like a great way to kind of have your cake and eat it too. Oh yeah, this Vicious Rally's sick. It's my last go with it though. Need to remember where we got that guy. He was over here. I guess we put on the stout wall. It could be cool. Sure what this clown's about to have up his sleeve, but you know, we got the boost, we got the... I wish we had kind of had a little bit more beat. Oh! Yeah, if only we could move her up a little bit more, maybe we'd be in business, but... Guess we could do something like this. Can you talk about JRPGs and things? Well, thanks, man. No, not that good with compliments, but I appreciate it. Yeah, I definitely, you know, if I say something, it's definitely gonna be my own opinion, at least. One thing I don't like listening to people talk about games in general, for the most part, is like more often than not, you're not even like hearing an opinion of someone that's like got their fucking thumbs on the sticks. They're just regurgitating like something they fucking, you know, saw or heard on the internet, unfortunately, instead of, you know, having their own thought. Which is one of the, I love a good, like, retrospective and stuff on a video game, don't get me wrong. I love watching, like, a good, like, 2-3 hours of a dude just, like, you know, going balls deep in, like, you know, the history, whatever, how they feel about a game. But I definitely won't, like, check it out until, like, I'm done playing it, you know? There's, like, so many games I'd, like, love to, like, check out the retrospectives, but it's, like, you know, I won't do it until, like, I'm, like, have my fucking way with it, then, you know, then maybe I'll play it again in 5-6 years after I forget about it, you know? You know, problem is with opinions these days, yeah. It definitely gets to be a bit of an echo chamber, unfortunately. But in that regard, you know, to be the, I don't know, to bat on the other side of the fence. I will say, you know, my opinion, I will, I can also be a bit of a contrarian, unfortunately. Sometimes I'll just fucking, I swear, whether I like it or not, sometimes I'll just fucking, you know, that's another reason why I don't even like hearing opinions half the time. Because I hear, like, you know, like I said, just like that emerging game design thing, you know. It's like, sometimes hearing too much of one opinion will just make me want to fucking say the other thing just because, you know, the contrarian in me or whatever. It's one of those things, even though I played fucking, you know, Final Fantasy VII, you know, recently, and it's always a game I've never really seen why it was put on a pedestal, and I did really enjoy it more than I thought I would on the replay. I still just think it's pretty low on the Final Fantasy totem pole, and I still think everyone's just fucking, it just feels like I'm fucking crazy, you know. But, geez, what was I gonna do here? Like I said, I'm not good with compliments, man. You got me all blushing. I gotta think about what I'm doing here. I think emergent game design, if I'm thinking it right. It's like, you know, instead of like, you know, a dev, like, you know, I think someone who's developing and designing their game and, you know, they probably know what's right more than your average Joe, but then they hear, like, so much of, you know, the average Joe's opinion saying, like, you know, it should be this way, and then, like, then they change it to, you know, it's like designing a game, like, based on opinion instead of, like, based on, like, good game design, you know? It's like one of those things, like I was saying, even if you're like a person that tries not to get swayed by opinion, you know, sometimes even trying to, like, you know, do the opposite, you know, it's just best to not hear the opinion at all, because then you're not affected by it, you know. It's like, you know, like a science, like a hypothesis, you want, like, as little variables as possible, I guess. Because we're all, like, unfortunately a lot, like, easier to, like, be brainwashed and manipulated than we like to think, unfortunately, you know? Well, at least that's just what I think. I could be wrong. We need to donate. Like, yeah, exactly. You know, think of, like, the amount of, like, passion and, like, you know, love for, like, JRPGs and, like, you know, just the genre and, like, Final, how it's like a spiritual successor of Final. You know, I imagine the people that, like, made this shit know way more about fucking, you know, what makes the game good than you or I, you know? I think it's their job to make the game, and it's, you know, it's our job to enjoy it, you know? It's just like I got a little lesson on gratitude, I guess, I don't know. And that's the way I see it. You know, everybody's, you know, entitled to their own opinion and stuff, and I feel like that's the problem, you know. So many people just, like, listen to smarter people on, you know, YouTube and the internet, like, you know, say all these things, and they feel like, you know, then their opinions are validated, and then they feel like they, you know, it's like classic, like, armchair quarterback shit, you know. Drunk uncle and fucking Thanksgiving, you know, bitching about, you know, he could have, like, you know, thrown the ball better, like, you know, made the play better than the fucking coach. Like, I don't know. When, like, really they should be worried about having a good time, you know. In the end, like, you know, one game being a better than another, like, you know, some fucking odd choice, you know, being different than what they'd want in the grand scheme of things, you know, doesn't really matter. What matters is, you know, sitting down and having a good time and, like, trying to, like, let the devs speak to you through the art that they created, I guess. You know, if you feel that strongly about it, you know, I guess you should make your own game. Oh, dude, what am I doing? I totally donated the shit. He's not even broke yet. So you got me rambling, dude. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Yeah. I thought he was broken. Yeah. I must wait. Yeah, it's usually better to wait till the next turn because then you get the free turn anyway. That works. I don't know. Okay, we definitely. Well, he's already got the armor debuff on him, so. Oh, we should come in hot, throw some fucking BP around. We could. Honestly, we do kind of just need a heal too. Alright, well, what's coming on here? Maybe a little. Extends the reach and then strengthens it. Fuck yeah. That's shit right there. Can't believe it wasn't until the last friggin' end of the boss there. Maybe it only unlocked because it was the end of the thing. I don't even know. I'm pretty sure I could have spent like the whole game like with the concoction shit. It seemed like underwhelming compared to the first game, and that's because you gotta like spend your points to like add more ingredients. Fuck me, right? I mean, do we just go crazy with Supreme Luck of the Cates? Almost thinking so. Fuck it. This move is fucking stupid, I'm telling you. Before these fucking things? Fuck it. See what happens. Maybe trio shit, huh? That's why she's a dice roll, I guess. I mean, I guess we do have. He did throw on the shit where, yeah, he was throwing on the shit where we can't get debuffs on us and he can't put buffs on himself. So, okay, I ain't bad. I'll fuck with it. That's pretty mean, actually. It's coming hot with a. Yeah. Poison on him? Ah, you know what, maybe I should have moved Takari up and get some double dip shit going, but... That fucking vicious rally guy. Too meaty swings with the axe and then he buffs everyone with physical attack. What the fuck? I need to remember where I got that guy. Oh yeah, yeah. I guess I'm coming out with the arrow fortune. Hey, you can come in with staff swing.
こちらの番だな。
Alright, I might have to keep him out. I mainly just grabbed him for the merchant. And one of the things that's really cool, yeah. You know, because you played Partitio shit. How cool is it that, like, yeah, Partitio can, like, hire people at night. And then not only can he, like, do the hire summon thing, but, like, they have little, like, passive bonuses for, like, buying and selling shit, depending on who that. I don't know. All the little, like, sprinkles they added to shit. Way too good in this game. Oh yeah, we can still 1-2 Skidoo. We got a full fucking house, huh? One thing that's so God, Hikari had this total fucking Final Fantasy IV Cecil shit. Oh man. Yeah, guys, I need to quit talking about shit, dude. I'm sorry, I ain't trying to fucking spoil shit. Goddamn, way too cool. But yeah, Black Power, like to read.
友のために。異変か。
God damn, he's down already?
まだまだだ。
I thought that was, man, I thought that was just round 1. This squad's crazy, like, I don't know. That's the one problem I do have with this game, is it feels like, at least I feel like, you know, Octopath the Traveler 1 didn't get, like, too crazy with its balancing till, like, late game. That's, like, once you find some set. But this one, I feel like you just have so much tools in your tool belt, like, right from the start. Like, it feels like too much. It has some good fights, though, so I don't know. I guess as long as the shit's balanced up, I don't know. Maybe it's also because I just got done playing Octopath 1 and I'm, like, all warmed up. But, like, it's basically just the same shit, but I don't know.
あそこは何だったの？あの感覚がまるで死んでいくようだった。ありがとう、オーシット。あなたの声で自分を取り戻せた。
いつでも叫ぶよ。おふくろが死ぬのは嫌だからね。
もう、オーシットったら。
Oh, dude, all the deer.
あなたたち無事だったのね。
森を守ってくれてありがとう。だってさ。
お礼ならこの子たちに言ってね。お、どうしたの、シュット。
お礼に森のとっておきのうまいものをごちそうするってさ。
What?
あら、じゃあお言葉に甘えようかしら。オシット？
気のせいなんでもない。
That was nice. I'm telling you, I almost feel like they could have just fought that thing. You know, I'm only one level higher than the recommended level. You know, I feel like it should have. That's right. I'm not using that thing. I felt like that thing hardly even got to attack. One thing I wasn't used to, having that rock guy with the fucking anal. He just came in with that analyze shit, and the other dude came in with the buffs, and like, I don't know, man. The setups were way too crazy there. I wasn't even hardly paying. I felt like I spent more fucking time in that flight rambling. Fucking trying to, you know, collect my thoughts and, like, get them out of my mouth and, like, actually fucking doing the fight. You know? What the fuck? There's one thing I like about the ATB games, how they got, like, you know, the bar that fills up, and then, you know, it's like the speed chest thing. It keeps me from fucking sitting there and scratching my ass forever. Sometimes I'll just do that. You know, I get going. But yeah, geez, we gotta try to remember where that one dude was. And he did cost a little bit, but man, he was worth it. Actually, I think I gave him jerky. Man, and I think it was like one of these towns or something. But I think we're actually ready to bust out Squad B, which is kind of exciting. Because that's one thing, maybe just Squad, you know, maybe I just like have, well, we'll see if Squad B ends up as crazy as Squad A. And what's crazy is like, I didn't even go magic at all in the, you know, this squad. Because one thing I felt like, you know, would have been better in the end. You know, I ended up having like one magic dude, you know, like a 3-to-1 ratio on like, you know, physical attack, magic attack, and then like squad B had like a 3-to-1 ratio, you know, magic attack, physical attack. But I felt like by the end of it, it would have synergized better if I just would have went all in magical on one and all in physical on the other, which is what I did in this one. And I felt like the magic, yeah, maybe it's one of those things they like tweaked, you know, because that's another thing about emergent like game design. It's not just like with people; it's also like, you know, with like going from like a, you know, a base game to a sequel, because, you know, it's also just like, you know, when something seems too strong, you want to fucking, you know, pull it back a little bit or take it out or, you know, shift and move things, you know. You're like, emergent, I guess, is like reacting to stuff, you know. It's not like coming from, I don't know, it's getting late, I can't think of the word. You know, it's, but yeah, it's not coming from a pure place. I suppose that's the gist of it. I mean, I guess we can just go to any old tavern, and I still feel like there's a fuck ton of secrets and stuff in the world, like... There's still, what, one job guild thing and just the base stuff. It almost looks like there's a bunch of special jobs in this one. But I guess what I was getting at, though, was, you know, in the first game, it felt like magic was like... But I guess by the end of the game, you got the right shit going, the right synergies. I mean, they can both hit hard and do their shit, don't get me wrong. But it felt like magic hit really hard in the first game. I mean, you know, maybe it's just how I built the squad, but it felt like, you know... Whoever I'd have, like, be my magic man on, like, whatever squad, that'd be, like, the finisher. Yeah, or it's, you know, but, you know, I guess Warrior go crazy with Brand's Thunder, though, so I don't know. I guess really just, you know, that's one of the beauties of the job system. You can really just build it, you know, however you want it. But I do think some of the late game jobs kind of leaned a little too hard towards like the magic spectrum. The synergies were just a little too fucking crazy. I use my dark magic moves on Primrose. It does considerably more damage than my dagger I started out with. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even like, yeah, talking so much about even like, I guess I'm mainly talking about, like, look, yeah, I don't want to talk too much about it, because, yeah, they're all things you'll figure out. But, you know, just, like, the Meiji classes, you know, that, like, be hit, like, multiple times and shit with, like, the magic. Because, yeah, you know, you can see, like, just with Primrose, like, how much, like, one, you know, single target magic attack does. Now, like, you know, you get going, you know, with the scholar shit, you know, other magic shit. You got, like, hit everyone with, like, fucking, like, a huge spread, I guess. And then it's also, I feel like, easier to kind of hit the magic weaknesses. Because, you know, most enemies have at least, you know, there are exceptions, but most enemies have at least one, you know, weapon weakness and one elemental weakness. But I feel like it's easier, I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like there's less elements than there are weapon types. But, you know, I think I'm just wrong, you know, maybe. But I think one of the things that maybe it's just, you know, it's easier to, like, figure out the elemental weakness, like, just by, like, looking at the monster or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I guess there's also, as you play the games more, you know, it's definitely, like, maybe it's also just all the Final Fantasy, because it kind of fits the same rules as, like, Final Fantasy, you know, where, like, cold-blooded creatures are weak to, like, ice, aquatic creatures are weak to thunder, you know, fucking undead's, like, weak to, you know, fire and fucking holy. Like, you know, it's just, between that and, like, all the Pokemon and shit I play in my life, it's just, like, elemental weaknesses just kind of make a logical binary sense to me, you know, more often than not, I guess. I feel like there's a lot of, like, you know, like, reptiles are usually weak to axe, like, reptiles and, like, trees, like, wooden enemies and stuff, like, you know, grass enemies. Because classic, like, you know, reptile, like, cut off their tail and grow it back kind of thing. This is what I'm saying, but then sometimes, you know, your expectations can end up fucking you. It's like you think you'll know how something will play out, and then it, you know, it doesn't. But yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just go to any old inn, huh? So I'm kind of anxious. I'm kind of excited. But one thing I definitely messed up in the first game, when I went to Squad B, is I, like, completely took off, like, all my equipment on Squad A and then took all my best equipment and put them on Squad B. And even though they were, like, super underlevel for their stuff, they still felt like, you know, they still felt too strong. So I'm thinking it'll go better this time if I, keep, you know, the good stuff I have. That way, you know, when I do want to bust them out, I can just take them out at the end, too. I won't have to, like, do musical chairs with the fucking equipment. They're all 6s and 7s. Every JRPG you play, you get better. Yeah, that's true. I suppose that's true, too. You know, you certainly get more comfortable with it, you know. Get more familiar, you know, not with just the genre, but, you know, with what you like to do, or whatever. You know, what kind of, like, teams you like to build, and, like, you know, where you like to lean and shit. My goulash. You know what? Hold on. I remember what I was gonna do. Son of a bitch. before I forget, I need to try to remember where that one awesome axe guy was. Because he was so sick. You know, he was in... God, where did I find him? He's definitely on the other side of the pond here. Was it a friggin' storm hail, I think? No. I think it was in Montwise. Oh no, this is the college. I feel like it was a place I'd just been to recently for the first time. So it was over here on this side. Ah, I think it is here. Place is all hustling and bustling. Yeah, I need to find out where that dude is and take a picture of the friggin' spot so I don't forget. Goddamn. Oh, jeez. Hide a tree, use a forest, huh? Never gonna find this asshole. I mean, I suppose, I guess I'll stumble across him eventually, hopefully. Oh, look over here. Weird. Knocked that fucker out and took his box. Dang, I'm starting to think this isn't a man. What place was it? Starting to think, I don't think I did take a picture. Well, I mean, I didn't know he was gonna be sick. I suppose I'll find someone else cool. It's not that big of a deal. He was not. It was storm now? Guess it would be at night, because yeah. Yeah, I'm sure I don't have, you know, one of the quests was like one large of every elemental soul stone or something. Yeah. Don't have that. Oh! It was totally Rock's Island, dude. Yeah. Place did have some fucking goop on it. Anchored? I'm not even sure if I've been over there yet. Oh, you know what? It wasn't Rock's Island. It was the place with the purple rain. Don't mind me. Been knocking out these chapter 4s today. Been all over the place. Yeah, he's fucking. Always around here. Yeah, because he was kind of like a gruff looking bastard. I want to say. I feel like this is the place. No, I guess I don't know. Should have been paying better attention. You don't know what you got till it's gone. Oh damn, green clear.
いいお話ね。
This is gonna be weird anytime dude's gonna be like blocking my path or something. I'm gonna have to get squad A. Actually, I think Throne can kind of do some shit. Think about it. Huh. Is this the guy? No. Huh. Sorry, I feel like, oh, yeah, I remember the judge. Well, you have enough. Wasn't it Sai? Oh my god, I think it might have been. Cause I think I went right, and yeah, I never went right here before. Oh. Oh no. Yeah, like I said, hide a trees and forest. There's all sorts of fucking people all over the place. I don't know. Man, I do feel like. I swear, oh, this is just, I don't even know why I care. Like I said, I'm just about to switch over to Squad B anyway. I don't even know what I'm gonna fucking end up using the guy, but I guess it's just the principle of the thing. No. Huh. Because He was kind of that fucking dude. Definitely, someone worth forgetting about. I felt like he was to the right of some town in front of a building. Suppose I'm losing it though, I don't know. Yeah, no, I mean, it wasn't cool, was it? But it couldn't have been, because we had it before, because, you know, we had like a crazy Civil War thing, like, but people weren't even around. It couldn't have been here. This is a good track right here. I mean, it was definitely at like one of the towns that had you know, we finished off the chapter story. I mean, Rock Island felt right. Look at this gruff bastard. Oh, hey, it's you. What are you doing here?
まずいな。このままではロック様に合わせる顔がない。
And I got Rock right here with me.
私はここの管理を任されているのですが、何を言っても耳を貸してくれない従業員がいて困っているのです。
Is this good? Yeah, I'd say it's pretty
フロイド
good.
さん、仮眠室に行かれたのでは。量産用レーンの効率化について考えてたら目が冴えてきちゃって、試したいことがいっぱいあってみんなに早く共有したくて。それは助かりますけど、とにかく休んでください。とんでもない、まだまだ働けます。僕は眠っている暇があるなら手を動かしたいんです。
あのようにフロイドは何日も眠らず働き続けていて、いくら休めと言っても耳を貸してくれないのです。強引にでも彼を休ませたいのですが。
Sleepy time. But yeah, no, if you like JRPGs, it's about as solid as it gets, honestly. You know, basically like really crazy spiritual successor of like Final Fantasy 5, 6, and Bravely Default, all wrapped up in one. You know, Super E, definitely say worth playing, you know, just for how easy it is on the eyes, and you know, the presentation, you know, music, characters. And definitely pretty different and special in how it's like structured, and it focuses on the 8 characters individually instead of as a whole compared to a lot of its contemporaries.
なるほど、そのような手が。ではフロイドをベッドに運びましょう。
Getting sidetracked here.
この部品はもっと。
夢でも作業に明け暮れているようですね。でも助かりました。
Yeah, that's not a
パ
good
ルテ
sign.
ロックカンパニー
Working
は
in
今
your sleep.
全速前進しています。新たな時代を目指して。私の使命は彼らを理解し管理すること。彼らが力を発揮するためならどんな手助けでもするつもりです。そのために彼らのことは隅々まで調べ上げたつもりでした。仕事の能力はもちろん、出身や趣味、失恋の回数に至るまで。しかし私もまだまだ爪が甘いようですね。従業員の情報を一から洗い、再発防止に努めなくては。
The next day.
起きてください、フロイド。
Pretty boy Floyd.
サースティさん。
おはようございます。この方に協力いただいて強引ですが眠ってもらいました。
ご迷惑をおかけしました。やっと師匠との夢が叶うんだと思ったら、いても立ってもいられず。
熱心なのは結構ですが、パルテティオ社長が以前皆に話してくれたことを覚えていますか？金より大切なものの話。それは人の幸せです。この幸せにはあなたも入っているのですよ。あなたが疲弊して病気にでもなったら社長はひどく悲しむことでしょう。ですから皆の幸せのために健全な労働をしてもらえませんか？
サースティさん、なんだか変わりましたね。
はい。
いえ、ありがとうございます。おかげで目が覚めました。
ご理解いただければ良いのです。今日は休んでください。休むのも仕事のうちですよ。
わかりました。今日は全力で休みます。
全力ですか。少々不安ですが、おそらく分かってくれたことでしょう。ご協力ありがとうございました。しかし幸せについて語るなんてらしくなかったですかね。私もどこかの誰かに当てられてしまったようです。では仕事に戻ります。あなたも道中お気をつけて。
Oh, Floyd's Neo, bro. Like the Neo Steam engine? What? Oh yeah, this thing's crazy. God damn. Okay. You know, another thing that, you know, these games just do that's so special, you know, that makes it so special compared to its contemporaries is, you know, not just how it focuses on the player characters, but, you know, the non-player characters as well. you know, it's almost like Dungeons and Dragons-esque, you know, you'd expect like a really good dungeon master to just have like at least a random like solid paragraph backstory on like every little NPC and bullshit, you know, and then you start fucking connecting the dots with how they can function and interact with each other in the world. It kind of like turns, you know, late game can kind of like just turn into like this crazy like 2D Zelda fucking, not item quest, but similar to the 2D Zelda item quest, where you're like taking, you know, some in there. Reminds me of like Zelda meets like Banjo-Kazooie. But how, like, you know, in Banjo-Kazooie, every Banjo-Kazooie game has like the random like quiz shit at the end of it. And it's like, you know, how much have you been paying attention, you know, to the world and, you know, what's around you. Depending on how much you've been paying attention, you know, you'll get rewarded, and, you know, this quiz thing isn't going to be a slog. You know, it definitely just kind of reminds me of, like, Dragon Quest, too. You know, how, like, so much of, like, the little, like, side quest and even main quest shit is, like, one thing they do good job about like these games is like the main quest shit isn't obtuse, you know. I definitely like that like old school obtuseness where like it doesn't hold your hand and you gotta like talk to the dudes and like figure out how like the interactions work yourself, and if you don't care about it you can just walk right past it, you know. There's a million things in the game you could just miss. And that's one of the things that, you know, makes a game like this so awesome too, is you know, you fucking put it down, you know, play it again in 5 years, and you know, each playthrough of this game's like a fucking snowflake. You know, not just with like the interactions and the functions of how like things work with each other, but even just like in you know, how divergent like, you know, the fucking, you know, start of the game can be from like the 8 different starting points, and you know, yeah, even after that first starting point, you know, that first character, you know, how different is your playthrough going to be, you know, depending on what second character you pick, you know, like how much it can like change the flow and the pacing of the game, and there's so many like interesting areas to go explore, and like the game rewards you for it. It's pretty sick. Oh, maybe he was up here. Actually. Oh shit. Might be him. Yep. I should probably just let it go. I'll run into him eventually, maybe. If not, I'll run into somebody else cool. Really, I don't know. It's time to fucking do Squad B anyway. I really do feel kind of silly right now. Not gonna lie. Oh, maybe the thing is like the whole town kind of has changed. Oh, dude, what's up with the jester guy? What the fuck?
これでどうだ?
I mean, I wonder when his showtime goes, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm starting to, because I think it was maybe here one of the places, but the thing is, yeah, the town changed after the chapter 4, so maybe it was only a guy you could like, I don't know, you gotta find him. He's like in a different spot now, so I'd say even more than the first game, especially with like the day-night system and like how much more like the characters be actually just like not static, staying in one spot. There's a lot more like moving around with like random NPCs and shit. But like, just the day-night system almost gives it like a Majora's Mask kind of vibe. How like, yeah, generally one town, a character will be in one spot in the day, but then they'll be in like a different spot during the night, kind of thing. They almost got like a routine thing going on. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna worry. I was sweated enough. I mean, at least I found that cool fucking bow or whatever. Cool. Honestly, even more reward than the bow is probably just the side quest or whatever itself. Rock and fucking, or not Rock, but fucking Thurston. Boy was overworking himself and shit. Had to just like knock him out. Apothecary shit. I think who I want to be the leader, actually. I don't know. I feel like Temenos is kind of that dude. Oh god, what are we gonna do with you, Squad B? Oh, I like his merchant outfit, jeez. Got a cool hat. Yeah, they all get cool hats in the merchant, huh? Well, I suppose Cleric's gonna be Scholar. Oh, his Scholar's sweet. He's a fucking, like, buttoned up trench coat. He's looking sharp. Like Sherlock Holmes. Okay. Yes, he's kind of like tattered fucking trench coat. That's the thing, theirs aren't tattered. Guess can't go wrong with Scholar Cleric, I guess. Honestly, hopefully we'll find a... I feel like Oshet really doesn't need the Cleric job anyway. Probably find a different job for her by the end of it. Who is gonna be the merchant? I mean, Hunter is still damn nice for that fucking leg hold trap and nothing else. Huh. Really don't want to be stepping on Squad A's toes too much. So I don't know. Makes the better hunter, who makes the better merchant, I guess. Man, I'm kind of liking her quiff with the hunter, not gonna lie. She's kind of got a nice little quiff going there for Eric. Damn, I almost feel like she's rocking them both more. What the fuck? I guess it just... more, I don't know. Oh. If I get rid of this. You know what? I'm actually thinking. No. So I do think merchant dancer kind of goes a little bit better than beef merchant, yeah. Merchant dancer's like full on fucking support. So. Beef hunter. Definitely. Full on debuffing. Yeah. Cool, alright. Okay, that's I guess that's how we're gonna be working with Squad B or whatever for now. Second of all, maybe I had thrown on the fucking visit. I mean, it's a little late now. Oh yeah, double hit too. Pretty sweet. They really don't have a lot of good trinkets, huh? Accessories. I'll give her fucking like negative defense. Damn, Bow Carnage though. Oh yeah, drop. Maybe I should cut the Bow Carnage out eventually. Oh, there's no. Take him. Dang near doubling the health. This would be better than taking all my fucking late game equipment from Squad A and slapping them on Squad B. Yeah, it's crazy how I get shit. Like affects the dance? Yeah, it's pretty wild. Honestly, it's probably about time to save and call it. Late. Getting early. Come on, Slick.
ご一緒に
Nice. Put those shields down. This guy. I do think I'm gonna like their nighttime path actions a bit more. She's such a riot. Yeah, bum me, I can't fucking remember where one dude is, but yeah, like I said, I'm starting to think he was just kind of, you like go into a place during chapter 4, you know. Really, when you go into a place in general, and it has like one of the chapter quest line, it almost reminds me of like some Mario 64 shit, how like the areas change depending on what mission you're loading up or whatever. is. Sure he's wrong. Anyway, it was a good session. Time to, we got a. I'm excited. We got Squad B all loaded up, and now I would like to definitely get her something besides Hunter. You know, I'm really anxious to see what some of the special jobs are besides Inventor in this one. So it looks like there's a solid fucking 3 or 4 spaces, maybe. Hell, even the Apothecary might be kind of, I don't know. I don't know, we do have double Cleric going on this one, so. I love his Sherlock, a little trench coat, I don't know. Freaking outfits get this. Yeah, dude, it is about that time. I'll catch you later, dude. You enjoy freaking, yeah, getting gooey with Octopath 1. I mean, that's pretty exciting, man. But like I was saying earlier, you know, you get it going with the first character. It's just like, I don't know. It's like almost, I mean, I love the early game. I love the middle game. I like the late, but, you know, one of the things that makes this, I just get so, like, yeah, geeky and just thinking, oh man, who am I gonna add to the squad next, you know? Because all the characters are so cool in their own way, but you also don't want to throw all, or at least me, I feel like that's where I fucked up the first time I played the game, was I threw all my favorites on one squad, you know, and then fucking, you know, it's almost like you want to save a couple of the, you know, really cool looking ones, like, you know, Timonos and the Scholar were definitely looked really sick. You know, but even Throne Story seemed really cool. Like, I don't know, I'm definitely excited to check these guys out. It's almost getting like 2 playthroughs in one. Because, you know, it just helps with, to me, it's just hard to be like invested in both squads if you got all your favorites on one squad, you know? I guess, yeah, that's where I kind of messed up my first time, I feel like, when I played. But yeah, you take care, man. You get some good sleep. It is about that time, I feel ya. I feel like I haven't even been that focused this section. Just been, after that boss fight, you know, talking shit. Then fucking, yeah, I don't even know how much time I spent wandering around there looking for that guy, but I'm glad I just had the realization that, yeah, he might just not be there. You know, it's totally like some Mario 64 shit, where it's like, the whole area changes depending on what, you know, chapter you have loaded up, and maybe he's just a character that was only there during that chapter, that instance. And if not, you know, I'll keep an eye out for him or some guy that has that ability. Seems silly to even worry that much about it when, you know, not even running around with Squad A anymore. Worry about it when, you know, we go into like super late game with both squads or whatever. But yeah, you take care.